Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel for the Gameweek 1 team selection. I'd like to welcome back to GGT Fantasy Premier League. My name is Wash, and for any new viewers, this is a weekly series that will run throughout the season. This is where I'll take you through my transfer and captaincy plans for the game week ahead. Here's how this team is set to line up for game week 1. I'm starting off with Ederson and then downgrading to the best 4.5 option that emerges when I play the wildcard, which is likely to be fairly early on the first 5 or 6 game weeks, given that we get unlimited transfers after the World Cup anyway. I'm also considering Aaron Ramsdale if I was to invest 0.5 more elsewhere in the team, as he's now my favorite pick amongst the 5 million keepers. I'm stuck with 5 at the back formation with Andy Robertson and Reece James, who is owned by just over 11% of managers. Robertson is one of the most differential picks in this draft, and that's one reason I prefer him to Luis Diaz. Alexander-Arnold and Cancelo are non-negotiables for me, with their opening fixtures and their various avenues for points, while Ivan Perisic looks to have just about earned a starting place to face Southampton after an impressive 75-minute display against Roma at the weekend. The midfield starts with Gabriel Martinelli. The Brazilian has taken his chance, providing 5 assists in goal and linking up well with new signing Gabriella Souza. Mo Salah remains my premium pick of choice in midfield, while Pedro Neto keeps his place despite the injury to Jimenez. A front three of Neto, Padens and Gibbs-White has been working quite well for Wolves in pre-season, and Neto with 3 goals and 2 assists looks to be getting back to his pre-injury form. Gabriella Souza has fought his way into my team after notching 7 goals for the Gunners in pre-season following his move from Man City this summer. He's by far the most known player in the game, with over 71% of fantasy managers relying on the Brazilian. Alongside him, I've been flip-flopping between Haaland and Kane, but I'm pretty certain after this Community Shield performance, then I'm gonna start with Haaland. He came through 90 minutes, coming over fears over his fitness, and did everything but scored in that match, racking up a 1.6 expected goals figure that had demonstrated to me that I'm likely to want to captain him in game week 2 against Bournemouth. And by going for him from the start, I can avoid booking in that transfer, which might be better used elsewhere. Going to the subs, Andres Pereira remains the 4.5 million midfielder of choice, nailed on at number 10 for Fulham, and perhaps set for an even bigger share of set pieces, with Harry Wilson now a major injury doubt for the start of the season. Unlike his teammates, Harrison Reed, as a second 4.5 option in midfield, he's one of the few players at that price that look likely to start matches. Sam Greenwood and Cameron Archer are the 2 standard forward options at 4.5. I've gone with the Leeds man because he's more versatile, he can play a number of positions, and that should help in game minutes, along with the 5 sub rule, with Aston Villa looking likely to play a 4-3-3 formation. I suspect Danny Ings might be more of a threat to Archer's game time. With no spare attacker in this team, it's a decision to go with Mohamed Salah for captaincy up against the promoted side in Fulham. Salah has scored in every season and every single one of his opening weekend fixtures over the past 5 seasons, amassing a total of 7 goals and 4 assists and averaging 13.6 points per game. So I'm wishing you happy FPLing. We're looking forward to a great season, and see you guys next week.